You come? You never come when I call. What are you doing here? Love you. What are you doing, little bunny? This is Zyva. I call her Bunny. You little bunny. You wanna get down? You little sweetie. She wants dinner. She's gonna hiss at me. Don't hiss. Don't hiss. Look at the people. Look at the people. Okay, you can get down. No, stop running. They're so sniffy. Oh. Okay, this is Boo. She's a little tortie, and she runs this house. Don't you? Don't you? You're a pushy little bush. You're so pushy. Do you only care about food? She only cares about food. Hello. My name's Alex, if you're new. I am doing a random reviews video, and this is going to revolve around the cats. For those of you who don't know, I have two cats, Zyva and Boo. And I mean, I've had cats my whole life, but there's a lot of stuff that I've purchased around the cats. And I just figured like, oh, I don't know, a lot of you guys like it when I post about the cats. And also I thought it would be helpful to kind of like do some random reviews of things that I have purchased that I think are good for cats, for my cats, that my cats seem to like, that maybe yours would like. Boo just went to the litter box. We can start there, I guess. So while she's in the litter box, I wanted to talk about our litter box, which is from the brand Modcat. None of this stuff is sponsored, by the way. And also all of the stuff I purchased myself, or one of these things my boyfriend purchased. So yeah, none of this is sponsored. Anyway, Modcat is a brand that I looked up. I got the, I think it's like the F style. They have like a bunch of different like styles of litter boxes. The litter box, we have an extra bathroom that like no one uses, and that's where the litter box is. It's over here. Anyway, Boo is very loud right now. So we got this, I got this one from Modcat after having purchased one that I reviewed a long time ago for everyone. That was so expensive. I remember, it was so long ago, I'm gonna have to like try and look it up again. It was so expensive, and it was metal, and it was a massive waste of money. I was so disappointed in it. At this point, it was when we first moved in here, which is like going on 3 years ago. So like, it's difficult for me to remember, but I just remember getting it and hating it immediately. This one is really good. It has nice high walls. The liners fit perfectly. They're pretty strong, so you only have to replace them like every once in a while. We'll get to the litter, but I replace the litter once a week, like completely, like new litter. And I will just clean out the liner. You know, they scratch, they have nails, so like eventually they kind of like rip through the liner, but I would say it lasts at least a month, which is really nice. So there's a hair tickling the F out of my cheek. It's probably a Boo hair. Yeah, the one that I have now, I really like. I don't really have that much to say about it other than that like the design is pretty nice, and I don't know, it's like attractive enough. It comes with a little scoop that I don't really use that much. We have like a stainless steel, more industrial scoop. But yeah, it's a good one. If you've been looking for like a different, more, I don't know, streamlined kind of litter box that has good liners, then I think it would be a good one. For our cat litter, we use Pretty Litter. So I was seeing ads for Pretty Litter for like ever. And you know, they talk about like it being no dust and blah, blah, blah. The thing that sold me on it is it's these little crystals that absorb, they're supposed to absorb the pee. And I mean, they do. You have to, each day when you like scoop out the poop, you have to give it a good swirling. You gotta mix it all up so that the crystals can like absorb the pee. Otherwise, like if you don't do that, if you don't mix it up, then you can get like little like pee spots. What sold me on it was the fact that the crystals will turn different colors depending on your cat's health. Which has actually been really helpful. So like, for instance, Zyva had a UTI a little while ago, and you know, I probably would have figured it out because I noticed her acting kind of weird, but I went in the litter box and checked, and it was red, which was her blood. You know, if I hadn't noticed that she was acting weird, if I hadn't seen her like going to and from the bathroom a lot, when I scooped, when I was like cleaning out the litter box, I would have seen that, and then I would have known that something was wrong, you know? Another thing is like our cat Boo is really bad about hydrating herself. Despite me having every cat fountain to ever exist, she was dehydrated. Do you hear how loud she is? Like, it is so loud. She was just in there. I don't know why she went back in. I swear she's just fucking with me right now because I'm supposed to be feeding them dinner. So when we notice that the litter is turning more of like a green color, we know she's dehydrated. When she's hydrating well, then it's like a normal like yellow color or whatever. So I have been enjoying, like I like pretty litter. I think it's pretty good considering like the health benefit. And also, I would say that it's pretty low dust. There's still dust, you know, and it's still litter. I've never really been able to like, those mats never really help to like prevent litter from getting everywhere. I have a little, what are those things called? Robot vacuum thing that is literally just for this bathroom. And I'll just like set it and it goes around the bathroom to like pick up any litter that they track. So that's, you know, an expense that's annoying, but it works. But yeah, overall, I think that Pretty Litter is kind of worth it. And also like you can just get it, it's like a subscription service or whatever, which just makes it easier, you know, it gets shipped. It's kind of heavy, but it's fine. So yeah, in overall, I personally think that it's worth it versus like, I don't know, Fresh Step or whatever the hell, you know, because you can't see anything with that stuff and it's so dusty and I don't know. I just feel like it's calcifying in their lungs and bad for everybody. Oh, the cat toy. So I'm going to insert a video of it. They love this cat toy. I kind of took a gamble. I bought this one and then I also bought this one, which sucks. Don't buy this. It's horrible. They both work like you charge them and then they'll run for like however long. This one died immediately and they also hated it. Like they hated it. So this one just like sucks. But the other one, the little mouse one, is amazing. It has two different settings. One, I think it goes a little bit further. Like it's a little more like larger movements. And then the other one is a little bit more contained movements, I think. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know. Maybe they described it. I just bought it. I didn't care. But they love it. Love it. And like when they get into that kind of like mode where they want to go crazy, like Zyva is very much a hunter. And sometimes she'll like get into crazy mode if I'm like walking back and forth around the apartment a lot and she wants to like run at my feet. So whenever she gets into that mode where she's just like, I need to go crazy, I just turn that thing on and then she'll hunt that thing. It's dry in here. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because the interactive toys are just nice for when like sometimes I'm just like folding the laundry and I can't stop and play around with you. You know what I mean? Or I'm just trying to like put the sheets on the bed and I don't need you hiding underneath there trying to like grab my feet. You know what I mean? That's what Zyva does. And Boo actually likes it too. She's not like as much of a playful cat, but when sometimes she gets into those moods and she'll play around with it too. So I don't know. I just feel like it's great. And also it's, if it flips over, then it can keep going. So like, it's kind of like one of those cool, like monster truck type, what are those things called? Race car? Like mini race car type thing? Is that what they're called? It doesn't matter. And then it has also like little attachments, different attachments that you can move back and forth on the back, that dangle for the cat to like run around and chase. So I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. It's definitely worth the money. Okay, Smalls. So Smalls is like a fresh cat food brand. I've been seeing all of these commercials for dogs. Like everybody's like, oh, dogs need to eat fresh food, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck you guys, where's the cats? So I was listening to The Bald and the Beautiful. Shout out to Katya for doing an ad for Smalls. And I was like, interesting. So I decided to check them out. And I did, I think it was like a free sample situation or like a discounted sample. I can't remember what it was, but I think I got like 5 days worth and they took to it immediately. So it's fresh food. It's fresh cat food that is ground. Basically, they have ground, they have smooth ground, they have like different textures. They have bird, they have smooth other bird, they have cow. I think they have fish now. But yeah, so it's basically just like a little food packet. It comes frozen, dry ice frozen, and then I just keep them in the freezer. And each day I take one out and put it in the fridge and let it thaw overnight. And then I will split this between them twice a day. That's how I do it. And then I usually give them like a little bit of kibble. I think it's from Wellness. The brand is Wellness. I can't remember. I give them like a little bit of like dry food at night because they like it a lot. They like their day is not done unless they've had a little bit of that. I've tried to switch them and they refuse. So I'm just like, okay, hopefully it's good for your teeth. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, I will My only complaint about this is that I feel like the formula is a little dry, the formula. So I add water to it. I'll put it in like a little mixing bowl and then I'll add some water to it, mix it up, give them each a big like scoop in the morning, and then whatever is left over, I'll give them like, you know, a little bit more later on in the day. And then I'll finish with giving them some dry food. Listen, I feed my cats 3 times a day, okay? They get 3 square meals a day. It's a long story as to why, and I don't feel like going into it right now. So people can yell at me or give me weird advice, whatever. If you knew these cats, you'd understand why it has to be that way, and it just has to. But anyway, I like it because it smells like real food. It just does. Like when you open it up, it just smells like real food. And like I said, they took to it immediately. So I was kind of like, I'll give it a shot. And then they immediately loved it. And I was like, all right, I guess this is what I'm using from now on. I do keep some of the wellness canned. I think it's like the probiotic stuff, just in case, because there are some days when I forget to take this out and thaw it the night before. I guess you could take like the week's worth probably, or like 5 days or whatever. But like you always run the risk of not thawing something in time when it's frozen. So I just keep the canned stuff just in case. And they don't mind going back and forth. So that's been really nice. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that because like, I don't want my cats eating canned food their whole life, you know? I don't want them to be eating processed food their whole life. I think they deserve to have some ground up chicken or whatever the hell. Use code BALD or whatever. I don't have one. Oh, the cat donut. Okay, so this is like this big felt cat donut. That's what we call it. My boyfriend, I think he was like targeted on Instagram and he bought it because he thought that they would like it. And Boo doesn't really mess around with it because Zyva kind of claimed it immediately, but she's obsessed with it. She loves to be able to like lay in the top and she runs around and they can scratch at it. Yeah, I don't know. This is a random one. Like other than, I don't really know. There's not like a whole lot to say. I'll link it. I don't know how much he spent on it. But yeah, Zyva loved it immediately. She loves it so much. She loves to like lay in the little like top and just like lay in the sun over by our sliding door. So I don't know. It's just like nice to give them little things that they can like run around and play with. You know what I mean? That's basically all I got for you. The only kind of annoying thing is it really holds on to cat fur and it's like impossible to clean. Like I've tried vacuuming it. So I feel like, I don't know, once it gets like so ridiculous, you just kind of have to like toss it and get a new one. Or whatever, I don't know. We've just been sticking with it the way it is. Oh, this cat tree that I got, I can't remember if I got it before we moved here. I think so. I think I've had it for a while. I'll have to link the brand because I don't remember what they're called, but it's so beautiful. Like I've definitely seen them advertised a lot because they make really beautiful cat trees. Unfortunately, Boo pees in her sleep, so I have to keep a waterproof blanket on it constantly. Otherwise you could see how pretty it is. It is very pretty. Yeah, it was kind of expensive. I think it was like this, I bought it a while ago, so I think it was like over $200, but it's really well made. It's lasted all of these years. Like I definitely think I bought it before we moved here. I want to say we've had it for like at least 3 years. At least 3 years. And they love it. Boo kind of claimed the cat tree immediately, so she sleeps up there most of the time, but Zyva also loves it. And yeah, they have a bunch of different styles. So like if you're looking for like a chic cat tree that's gonna look pretty in your house, because I feel like the ones you get on Amazon are just like really ugly. This one is so nice, so pretty. So this is like an obvious kind of thing, but I got this corner scratcher from Amazon because they're cats, all right? They're gonna scratch. Declawing your animals is abuse, in my opinion. I don't fuck with that. I just clip their nails like here and there. But to prevent them from scratching, I got this little corner scratcher, which works great. They love it. They wake up in the morning, they get to scratch on it, and they're happy. Plus, like they usually, there's a bunch of different brands who sell them, but they have a bunch of them in different colors. So hopefully you can find one that actually matches your couch. Because I like that this one is like cream, so it doesn't look so out of place. You know, it's not like black or like green. Green wouldn't be that bad, actually. The next thing I talk about is green. I'm wearing green. But yeah, it's really good. And I think I've got like, once they just kind of like tear it down completely, I just will toss it and get a new one. This is only my second one. So I've had it for, I don't know how long the first one. I got the first one as soon as we got this couch, which wasn't long after moving. How long was it after moving on? I probably had the first cat scratcher for like a year and a half ish, and then got rid of it, and I replaced it relatively, no, I don't remember the timeline, but they last a decent amount. Like I feel like I had them for like a while before I replaced them. So those are definitely worth it. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty affordable. And then finally, this cat scratcher, which is so cute. I just love it. I wanted something that was taller because Boo is bigger than Zyva, and I noticed that I had another cactus that was a little bit shorter, and she was like really like low when she would scratch, and eventually they just like tore it completely to shreds. So I had to get rid of it, and I replaced it with this one, which is a little skinnier and a little taller, which is nice for Boo because, like I said, she's bigger. But I just like that it's a cactus. Listen, I live in LA, okay? It's a desert, all right? I got plants. So the fact that it's green, it's not like an eyesore. It's kind of cute. It's like kind of silly, you know? I just feel like the things, the like the pet things that are a little bit more attractive or cute are just like more appealing overall. And it's just a cat scratcher, you know what I mean? Like it works. There's nothing complicated about it. I think my only criticism is the fact that like when you twist the top on, you can still see the ring where you twisted it. Like it's not flush, which kind of bothers me, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's cute. Obviously all of this stuff will be linked down below. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys for this random reviews. A little bit of negative, a lot of like stuff that I actually really like that I think maybe you might like as well. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you want anything more. I mean, there's definitely like more cat stuff that I could talk about, but not today. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. What's the next random review video that you want to see? I've been thinking about doing a skincare one, but I also just have I just honestly have random shit that I want to review coming up soon. These earrings will be linked down below. This makeup tutorial, if it's not up yet, it will be very soon. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Thanks for watching. It's late. I don't even know how I've been filming this long. It's kind of insane. Like, what? I gotta stop. Love you. I'll see you soon.